Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Blake Finnan. As you all should know, popping too much popping caffeine is not good for you. It is good for you. It's okay to drink, but drinking too much popping caffeine, like coffee for instance, popping caffeine, pop of any kind, that's not diet pop. It's good to drink for the caffeine, but it's not good to drink because having too much raises your blood pressure and potentially your blood sugar for those of you with diabetes. So listen, if you're like me and you just drink pop and not coffee and you drink pop on your break, here's what I suggest doing for you. Go ahead and drink your pop during your lunch or break, but choose one, not both. On the days when you work but have the next day off, this is my suggestion for you. Either drink pop on your lunch or on your break, not both. And if there's a reason you want to stay up late on nights when you don't have work the next day, after you drink your pop during your lunch or break at work, read Mark 11 and First John 1 and 4, First John chapters 1 and 4, and like I said, do this after you have your pop during your lunch hour or your break. And then after the pop, I repeat, after the pop, read Mark 11 and First John chapters 1 and 4, and then pray that you won't want any more pop for the next 5 to 7 hours. Then set your timer for 5 to 7 hours, but no less than 4 hours. Pray that you won't want pop for 4 hours at least, but at the most between 5 and 7 if you don't have anything to do that night or the next day especially. And then after you decide what amount of time to set your timer for, 2 hours, 4 hours, or 7 hours, set the timer. Then after you set the timer, if it took you a long time to decide after you read Mark 11 and First John chapters 1 and 4, I recommend reading them again, and then pray that you won't want any more pop until that timer goes off. And if you're like me and you're forgetful, pray that you won't forget that you set a timer, and also pray that you won't forget which device you set the timer on, especially if you're like me and you have an iPad, iPhone, and Amazon Echo. So pray that you won't want pop until the timer goes off, and pray that you won't forget that you did set a timer. Pray that you won't forget what device you set the timer on. And one moment. Alexa, stop. Then, 1 second. Alexa, stop. Then, after you pray that you won't forget about the timer, what device you set the timer on, and how long you set the timer for. Pray that you won't want any pop until the timer goes off. Pray that you won't want any sweets until the timer goes off. And also ask for help watching your weight on a daily basis. Read Mark 11 and 1 John 1 and 4, and then ask for help watching how much you eat and drink on a daily basis. Because trust me, there is so much temptation to overeat and to eat too much and drink too much sweets. This tip will help. I hope this tip will help so many people. Now I'm gonna repeat what I said because I lost my train of thought. After you have a pop on your lunch or break, read Mark 11 and 1 John chapters 1 and 4. Then decide if you want to go without break for 4 hours or 7 hours, depending on if you work the next day or not, and depending on if you have any plans for that afternoon. Then set your timer for either 4 to 7 hours. Set your timer for somewhere between 4 to 7 hours. Then after you read Mark 11 and 1 John 1 and 4, pray that you won't have a craving for pop, caffeine, or anything sweet until that timer goes off. And I repeat, read Mark 11 and 1 John chapters 1 and 4 after you set the timer, and then pray that you won't want pop or caffeine or anything sweet until that timer goes off. Because trust me, we need to watch how much we eat. This is an obese nation. America is an obese nation, and I hope this tip helps you tremendously. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, and if this video does help you, please let me know in the comments below. And this video may be under more than one title.